got the golden ticket, an exclusive backstage pass to Donna Summer's concert tour. But is it her last dance?
Last dance? This is only the beginning.
This is an extra exclusive. We've got a backstage pass. What would you say is the best part of being Donna Summer?
Oh, it's not bad being queen, you know? What can I say? Well, I think it's, I don't know. That's an odd question. I don't know what it would feel like to be someone else. So I think there are a lot of good things to be me, and I think there are a lot of things I'd trade for something else. But I don't know any other person to be but me. So I think it feels good to be myself. And I don't know what the best thing is. It's all good, I guess.
Now, there is only one Donna Summer. There's only ever going to be one Donna Summer. But is there anybody that you see coming up, you know, along the way now that you think, oh, reminds me of myself, or, you know, it's going to happen?
Really, I don't really. I mean, I see people take things that you know they saw me do and take it to another level,
Yeah.
and I can see my influence on certain people. But they morph it into something that's their own, and you know I think that's what every generation does. We learn from the generation before us, and then we morph it into something that we can use, and then it goes on, and then we pass it on to the next generation, and it just goes forward that way. I love Rihanna, by the way. I am a big Rihanna fan. I love her stuff. I think that she is on the right path. I think that she's doing great things, and I think she's adorable. I love Beyonce too. I mean, what's not to love? I mean, you know, these girls are prototypes. You know, she's gorgeous. She's making great decisions. You know, I'm happy when I see people take things to another level because it shows you that they can.
So Donna, tell me about being on tour now. How is it different to being on tour in the 70s and the 80s?
Well, I don't think being on tour is that much different. I think there's more technology than there has ever been before. I think that people have more access to more things, so they're more savvy. And even you go in some small towns, and the kids, they're very hip. You know, they're walking around with their pants half off their booties, and you're like, how do they know that stuff? You know, but the internet and all that technology makes everything very connected.
So we were talking about in the show you've got as many new hits as you
Yes.
have old ones.
Uh-huh.
So what's it like for the fans? You know, what's it like to see the fans loving your new stuff?
Oh, it's great. It's an incredible honor to let them to see them jumping around to new songs and happy and euphoric. It makes me feel really good. I needed some new songs. I was ready. Just getting through the tour and all that, it's been an experience because I haven't gone on tour for a while. I mean, I've been touring off and on over the years, but this is a little bit more intense and you know, just to keep the ball rolling and get in there and really do it. This is almost a 2-hour show, so I've not done that in a long time.
Where did you get that energy from to do a 2-hour show?
Lots of vitamin B12. Lots of thank God, get me through the show tonight. Healthy, okay. No, just, you know, trying to get rest and take my vitamins and do all the things that I have to do to stay healthy so I can do the show.
And you sound amazing. You still sound amazing. What do you do to keep your voice in such good shape?
Well, I don't drink hard liquor. I have champagne once in a while, but I don't drink much liquor or anything like that. I don't smoke, and I stay out of smoke-filled rooms, and I don't party. I mean, I have friends around, but I don't hang out partying all night. I am a bit of a night owl, so that's the bad thing for me. But I take care of it.
And now that you're on tour, do you have a ritual you go through, like before you go on stage every night? Is there anything you do?
Usually I'm quiet. I have my peaceful time, and I like to be alone. And I like to just, get my makeup on and kind of think through the show and think of what I'm going to do, what I'm going to say, and then go on and do it.
Through your career, you've had such an amazing career. What would you say has been the hardest part of your life?
Well, I think, when you're not working, when you're not doing what you're meant to do, I think there's a certain amount of discipline that you have to have in your own life that keeps you grounded. Because I think, the temperament of a person that does this on stage all the time, you probably know it a little bit, is when you're not working, you feel sort of like you don't have a purpose. And then when you're working, you feel like the world is yours. But then as soon as you're not working, it feels, after about a week or so, it's like, okay, well, you start getting restless. And, I'm a very hyper person, so I need something to do all the time. So staying busy and keeping focused on things.
I just wanted to ask you, best part for you, what's been the best part of your career?
Well, the best part of my career is making people happy. I think that's the best part. And I think that when you're a young kid and you dream of being on stage and all of a sudden you're there doing your dream, I don't think that's it. That's nirvana. So I realized in the course of my life that it's not the big things. It's finding lots of little things that keep you moving forward. And I think being nice and blessing other people is a really good part of my life. And so I think that will be a big part of my future.